Hello, Stampers. It's Elizabeth, and I'm on time. It is Wednesday, January 18th, 2023, and it is 7:30 p.m. And I am here with another Wednesday Night Live. I'm going to try and keep them up, folks. I've got a calendar, a planner, so I'm trying to follow my planner and stay up to date with all things Stampin' Up. So I'm just going to turn something on here. So if you are on Facebook, hello Facebook user. If you are on Facebook, should be a thing that popped up, and I'm just going to go see if I can see it, that says let Ecamm Live accept this. It's a link so that Ecams can let Elizabeth know who is on. Otherwise, I just see Facebook users. So, and I see a couple people on, and I'm assuming I can be heard and I can be seen. I've tested the camera so that I can, it's zooming in for me, so which is really good. And we're going to play again today with new product from hello Bev, yay, it's Bev, and I see hearts beside Bev's name, yay. We're going to play with new product that's in the mini catalog, but there was an early release back at the end of November on it, so it's called Framed Florets Bundle, and that's what I'm going to play with today. And so Bev, hello, welcome, and I'm hoping you can hear me okay. I just get a thumbs up that you can hear me, and because I always struggle with making sure that I'm heard, seen, who cares, right? As long as the overhead camera works. So I hope I got thumbs up, thank you, and I'm hoping everyone is doing well. And gotta tell you, this time of year, it's so hard. Just the energy level is like zero. So I've made a point of staying in my, not putting my pajamas on yet, but I will tell you as soon as I'm done here, I will be putting my pajamas on, brushing my teeth, washing my face, and turning on the TV. So, alrighty, so let's get started. I'm going to share with you the bundle that's in the catalog and the colors we're going to be using. And I'm also going to be doing some dry embossing with the brick embossing folder. So going to be doing some coloring with some blends. And there is something that I call spastic stamping, what else? Oh, and the Stamparatus. I will be bringing out the Stamparatus as well, using that as well. Okay, so welcome everybody, and let's get started. Okay, so I've gone overhead, and I think you can still hear me. It looks like it's going, so I should be good. So this is the bundle that's in the mini catalog. Yeah, it's just on this page. And it is the Framed Florets bundle. Like I said, there was an early release of this back, I think, the end of November for customers. And it's a photopolymer stamp set. They're the Framed Florets stamp set. So these are all the stamps, and then coordinating dies that go with it. And I'm going to show you the stamp set. So we've got wishes for a beautiful birthday, thank you with all my heart, so lucky to call you friend. Look, I'm bringing it up and it's zooming in, it's auto focusing, so it wasn't doing that the other day. For a special person on a special day, just a little reminder that you are loved, we're going to be using that. Celebrate, we've got 2 flowers, we're going to be using the large one, I think it is. We've got this sort of spray, we're going to be using that one. We've got stem and some leaves and a larger flower here. And the dies that go with it are these. This die coordinates with that stamp. This die coordinates with this stamp. I gotta never get it around because I've got to do it the other way. It coordinates with that stamp. And this one coordinates with this stamp. There we go, like that one. And this little one here coordinates with this stamp. This one coordinates with this stamp. This one coordinates with this stamp. Oh, lots of coordination here. And this one probably coordinates with this stamp. Let me just double check here. I'm sure it coordinates with this one. There we go. Coordinates with that one. Hey, Emily, thanks for joining in. And then we've got standalone dies, which are this one and this one. So we are actually going to be using those two, and we're going to be using this die as well. And I'm going to be using the Stamparatus, and I've done this before, how I've pre-cut something, this image, and I'm going to use the Stamparatus to stamp it out so that I get it nice and clean. So those are the items we're going to be using. I am also going to be using the champagne rhinestones. Now that can go in the garbage. The champagne rhinestones. I'm going to be using 3 of the big ones. And the pearlized enamel effects, which I think are carrying over. Hey, Molly, which are carrying over into the new catalog. And then I'm also going to be using some blends. We've got Daffodil Delight, Balmy Blue, Granny Apple Green. I wanted something bright. I don't think we have Pear Pizzazz, so I wanted a bright green, so that's why I picked that one. And then the Polished Pink. And like I mentioned, we're also going to be using the, oops, it's on the floor, the brick embossing folder. Lots of elements that we're going to be bringing together. And without further ado, I will show you the card. Oh, and the color, the stamping, the ink we're going to be using is the Evening Evergreen. And this is the card we're going to be using. I never finished the inside of it, but you'll notice that the stamp that says just a little reminder, we've just used the one line of it. It's actually 2 lines, but we've done this before as well. I'm going to stamp just a little reminder, and then on the inside it's going to say that you are loved. So we're going to use that sentiment. And so that's the card, and I'm going to bring it up really closely, and you can see all the background, the flowers that were stamped. I'm calling it spastic stamping. So again, I've done this before as well, but it's one of those techniques that I really, really like. So we've got the Evening Evergreen, and the card base is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And we've got the inside of the card, which is 5 1/4 by 4, and that's going to go on the inside. I wanted a layer card because this is going to be stamped, and then we're going to emboss that with the brick embossing folder, and that is 5 1/4 by 4. I have already die cut out that leaf, this leaf here, and I've used Pear Pizzazz, and I didn't get all the little pieces out, but I will take those out. I've already die cut out this leaf, and again, I forgot to take all the little pieces out, and that's going to go down here. I've already die cut out this banner, what do they call that thing? Is it a swag? That's it. I've already die cut out that swag, and I'm going to show you how we're going to stamp that on using the Stamparatus. But let's get started with this first, and I'm using the larger of the 2 flowers, and I'm going to be using the Evening Evergreen. And because it's dark on dark and it's like tone on tone, I'm just going to go crazy, and I really don't care. And I'm getting lots of banging on happening here. But I'm stamping over, I'm stamping off. Some will be darker than others. I'll bring it up to the camera before I emboss it so you get an idea as to what it looks like. And it's just adding, if you didn't want to do this, you don't have to. It's just adding a little bit of extra texture, detail. You could cover it with Designer Series paper. And if I was really good, I would have brought out my paper piercing mat and put it underneath, because this is photopolymer. And I might, it's not as loud. It's stunning. Well, I'm getting a stunning. That's excellent. So I am actually, everybody that comments, and if I see your name, and it doesn't matter if you're commenting from Facebook or YouTube, because I can do both. I can see both. Whoever, I'm going to pick a winner at the end, and I'll send this card to whoever, to one of the commenters. And okay, now I'm going to show you the card before I emboss it, and you'll just see it's really haphazard, but I love the look of it. Some are darker than others, and some are a light. And now I am going to run it through the embossing folder, the brick embossing folder. And as you know, this line here, if you line it up with that, you'll get a straight line. And let me bring up my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is a great, this technique is great for new stampers because there is no precision to it. You just stamp. So this is one of the thick embossing folders, so I should let you know that I just have like the base plate down. I'm putting the thick embossing folder with the paper inside, and then this is plate 4. I think that's the right combination. And I am going to run it through like this. And there it is with the run through the embossing folder, and you can see all the flowers on the brick. And then I am actually going to adhere this to the top like that. So I went on the weekend, I guess, I had posted a video on the light the candle card light the candle card kit. And I decided to take the samples to work and ask some of the people at work if they wanted to do a lunchtime session. What we'll do is we'll break the kits in half. So instead of 8 cards, I'll each be making 4 cards. I have 13 takers so far. I just sent the message out this morning, and I had 13 people send me a message back saying, yes, I'm in. And these are not crafty people. So there is the card. And now we're going to do this. And I'm breaking out the Stamparatus. And I've already die cut the piece out. So this is my negative. You can tell what I've been playing with. The Country Bouquet. And if you're, just so you know, the punch is now on back order. So I think it's not expected back in until sometime in April. It was very popular. This is the earth magnets, and look at them, they're stuck together. All right. And I'm gonna put this down like that. And you need black memento, sorry. I forgot to get that out. Black memento ink. So I'm going to take the stamp. I'm going to take this stamp, and I'm going to plop it, the technical term, into the middle of that negative space like that. And I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to lightly ink this up, and I'm going to stamp it in the middle. I actually am just checking to make sure that I have even space all the way around. And you'll see that I didn't place it very well because I've got too much space down here and not enough space up here. But the way I've cut it, I'm going to have to trim this down a little bit. Like that. Okay, so now I'm going to line this up. I have a cramp in my foot, sorry. I'm just running the foot on the bottom of the chair to get rid of the cramp. Oh, does that happen to anyone else? They get cramp on in their foot? Nothing worse when I'm lying in bed and my feet cramp. Okay, and so now I've just put it in here so that it's even space on all the way around, and I'll show you what I mean by that, and I'll bring it up. So you can see how there's even space. Ignore the middle, because I don't care about the middle right now, because I was just doing a test to see if I had it lined up properly. And now I'm going to take, this is the one that I've die cut out, and I'm going to put it in there. And now I'm going to ink this up properly. And I'm just going to put the case under there. Okay, and now I'm going to ink it up properly. And the good thing about doing it this way is if I don't ink this up properly, I'll be able to go back in and align it and restamp it. Let's see. What do you think? I think it's great. I could do a little bit more in the middle, but I don't want to mess with perfection. So I am actually going to leave it as is. Alrighty. And now we're going to do a little bit of coloring. Here we go. A little bit of coloring. I'm going to start with, I'm going to bring this up here. So I'm going to use the Stampin' Blends, and I'm going to start off with these three main flowers, and I'm going to use the polished pink. I thought they were pretty colors, and I'm going to start off with the dark, and I'm just going to, I think that's the color I used in the original. I have to tell you that I originally did this card the end of last year. I think it was a swap card. So I'm just coloring in sort of the lines of those three flowers. I'm going to do this one too, like that. And now I'm going to take the light polished pink and blend in to the dark, or blend out from the dark, either way. Some people like to do dark, light first. Some people like to do dark first. It's totally up to you. There's no right or wrong, whatever makes you happy and works best for you. I tend to go dark first, only on the lines, only on the sort of shade lines or crease lines. Sometimes it's easier just to do all light and then go back in with the light and make it a little bit darker. And just making sure you can see, yep. I know, it's like watching paint dry when somebody's coloring. But I can get lost in the activity of coloring, really can. All right, so that's the petal pink, and now I'm going to take the balmy blue, and I picked these colors only because I thought they were pretty. And I'm going to color in, or maybe I used petal, no, I used balmy blue, I think. That's the dark side. And now I'm going to take the light and color in the light. And it just gives it sort of dimension and detail. So tell me, who is crafting? Who is busy making cards or doing something? Don't tell me you're not making anything. And now I'm going to use some of the Granny Apple Green, the dark and the light. And there's lots of Granny Apple Green to go around, or lots of green to color. I did that yellow. You have to decide which ones are leaves and which ones are like flourishes. Like some of them I'm making a yellow. I think they're just like a flourish. That's yellow. Like that. And now I'm going to take the light Granny Apple Green. Oh, that's stuck. You can use any green that you wanted. I just wanted brighter. Because the card base is dark, I wanted bright colors on this. That's why I went with I didn't go with like a mossy meadow or I want it bright. Musical interlude. If anyone wants to go ahead and sing, go for it. All right, and there is the green. And now I'm going to take the yellow. You made your son's birthday card this afternoon. Oh, nice. Good for you, Bev. I like it. I like it when people are being creative. Sometimes you just need to lock yourself away and be creative. Doesn't matter what you do. I think it's, personally, I think it's healthy to sort of just tune out and just be creative. But that's me. That's not everybody. So there it is, really, really roughly colored, but you get the gist. And now I'm going to take this. Oh, okay. Now I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to dry fit this one first, like that. This is really close up. Sorry, guys. And this one is going to go like that. And then this is going to pop up like that. So I'm going to take some Tombow glue, and if I'm lucky, it will come out. Oh, look at that. It's almost empty too. So I want it to be sort of like, loose on the edges. So I really just put Tombow glue sort of in the middle because I didn't want it to be really stuck down. If you want it to be stuck down, you could use, oops, I should, oh, no, it's not going to go. There we go. You could have used adhesive sheets if you wanted it stuck all the way down, but I just wanted the center stuck down. Like that. And I am going to zoom back out again. I have 5 birthdays in the first week of February. Wow, good for you guys. And I'm sure those of you that are doing birthday cards right now, if you were to give a store-bought card to somebody, they would probably question why you didn't make it, right? So it's kind of like you have to make a card. And so I've just put that one askew because this one is going to go like that. And yes, we are going to pop them up. I'll use this one. This one's almost brand new. And I'm going to put lots of dimensionals on it so that it is nice and firm as it's stuck down. There we go. And really, this card that's how quick it is, because it's was really fast to do. And I'm gonna put there like that. Okay, so I forgot to get out a little strip of paper, but you know, we all have drawers of these, right? So using my evening evergreen and the sentiment that says, just a little reminder that you are loved, and my post-it notes. So first off, I'm going to cover up the bottom that says that you are loved, because I only want the top part. So I've covered up the bottom with a post-it note. And so it's going to, just a little reminder, take off that post-it note, and there we go. So just a little reminder. Now I'm going to clean this off. I have my chamois here beside me. I'm going to clean it off. I'm actually going to wipe it off as well because I don't want any of the water on it. And I will snip this like that. And then the piece of white that's going to go on the inside. Now we're going to take that piece of that post-it note. I'm going to cover up the top part that says just, what did it say? It said, oh, just a little reminder. I'm going to cover that up so that it just says that you are loved. And take the Post-it note off. There we go, that you are loved. And you know what we need to do? I am going to put, because we used, no, I'm going to use one of these leaves, and I'm winging it. I'm going to use one of the leaves, and I'm going to use this one, and I'm just going to put it down here in the bottom. And if you have an envelope, well, I might have an envelope here, like that. And let me get an envelope. This is an envelope from a class, the class I did last week. I still have the cards, sample cards here. So I'm going to take the envelope, and I am actually going to stamp the same thing down here, like that. Okay, I'm going to put the envelope aside, and let's, what are we going to do? Where did I put it? Okay, where did I put it? Nice card, thanks, Molly. Here's just a little reminder. And I actually trimmed it down. I wanted it a little bit more narrow. And so I'm going to take my long scissors here, and I am going to trim it down. Yes, folks, I'm going to freehand this. You can use your trimmer if you want, like that. I just wanted it more narrow. And I'm going to pop it up like that. Need little dimensionals for this. Ooh, I'm almost out of little dimensionals on this strip. So Molly, you like the card. Does that inspire you? That's the question. That's always my goal. Just a little reminder. And you know, this could be Valentine's Day. It doesn't scream Valentine's Day, but Valentine's Day is around the corner. So, you know, you could easily make this a Valentine's card. Like this. Make sure it's straight, like that. I'm going to put this on the inside. I'm going to zoom back out again. Oh, was that Marion that said we should get together and make cards, Molly? I'm guessing it's Marion. And I'm going to adhere this to the front. I mean to the inside, not the front. You are loved. And like this. I just joined. Why do you have the post it on the stamp? Oh, why do I have the post on the stamp? Great question. So this stamp actually said it was 2 lines, just a little reminder that you are loved. I wanted to split up the sentiment. So I wanted just a little reminder on the front and that you are loved on the back. So I'm going to do this a replay so that you see it. So say this was my card. Ignore that. Say this was my card and I just wanted you are just a little reminder. I am going to take my Post-it note. You can't do, oh, it's hi Pat. You can't do this on every sentiment, but if you have a sentiment, this one is has a definite, it's definitely two separate lines. There's no sort of swirls or squiggles or whatever, right? So you need to make sure when you're doing this technique that you mask it all the way. If it did have squirrels or whatever, you would have to just cut around it, but this makes it so easy. So I'm going to take the Post-it note, and it's got sticky down here. I'm going to cover up the bottom line so that all I have is just a little reminder. And I'm going to ink it up, and then, oops, take the Post-it note off, which is the important part. And then there you just have the one line. Now I want to do it for the bottom part, because the bottom part is going to go in the inside that says that you are loved. So I'm going to do it reverse. I'm going to cover up the top line. And so that all I have is that you are loved. I'm going to ink it up, take the Post-it note off, and that you are loved. So the Post-it note just gives you, allows you to split the sentiment in two so that you can put one on the inside and one on the outside. It's giving you double duty for your stamps. Oh, someone was bringing in, I just heard a noise and someone was bringing in their garbage bins. Didn't know what it was. Okay, so there's the card, but now we have to put I'm going to put a couple of the champagne rhinestones on it. And I'm using the big ones. And I'm just going to put one here. You can use the regular rhinestones. And so there it is. And then the last thing we're going to do, you'll see the center of all the flowers. You can color them in if you want, but I'm going to take the pearlized enamel effects. You can also put little rhinestones in them as well, but I thought that just might be too many rhinestones. So I'm just going to take the enamel effects. I'm just going to get a little blob out here, and I'm going to cover in the center of all of the flowers so that it when it dries, it's going to take might take overnight to dry. Then there you go, and that's the card. So you'll see where the enamel effects are. There's peaks on it right now. You'll see that there's peaks, but they will settle down. And depending on how large you make the bulbs, or when you that's how they'll shrink a little bit when they dry. But so that is the card. If I was to do this over again, I'd do a little bit more coloring and shading on the flowers, because I like this one better because it's really dark in the middle. And so I would go back in and I would color it in a little bit more, but I don't want to do it too much because the pearls are not dry yet. All right, so I need to know everybody that that's here that made a comment. So I know that, let's see who did. Emily. Let's see, I'm going to go back up. Emily did. Oh, Bev did. Emily, Bev. Miss Molly did. Let's see, Emily, Molly, Bev, Emily. Facebook user, so Pat Campbell. Pat. Anyone else here that I don't know who their name is that just says Facebook user? If I didn't call it your name, can you let me know? And I will. Anne. I missed you, Anne. I missed you. I didn't see you there. Okay. So did I get everybody? So, and I will actually send the card blank, so that with the little note on the inside that says, there's a little poem. I don't have one here with me, but I've left this card blank so that you can send it on to somebody and make their day. Kind of that sentiment. I'm looking for something that I can use to put the names in. Hold on while I get a little bucket. There we go. I've got my little bucket. Okay, everybody in there? I got all the thumbs up. And the drum. Oh wait, hold on a second. I can do a drum roll. Here we go. Wait a minute. I don't have a drum roll, but I have applause, so that'll do. All right. So, and I will be sending the card in the mail to Beverly. Congratulations, Bev. I hope that you can use this card and send it on to somebody that you love. Or you can send it to your husband. That's it. That's, nope, that's the first card. This is the second card. So what do you think? Good one? Oh, no problem, man. It's okay that you were late. Better late than never, right? So that's today's card, and hope you like that one. And I will be back next Wednesday, same time, same bat channel. If you have anything that you want me to showcase, just post it and let me know. And if I've got it, I will try and do it for you. All right. I'm just checking to see if there's any other messages or any other, and it doesn't look like there is. So I hear beeps. Oh, sorry. Oh, Charlene. Oh, hi, Charlene. Nice seeing you. It was you. Oh, Charlene, sorry. I missed you. Hope you had a good time in Mexico. The other Charlene said you had a good time. So, anyhow, so that is it. So next Wednesday, 7:30, same bat channel, same bat time. And if you have anything that you want me to showcase, please let me know. And I will try to do it for you or do something with it. All right. So take care, everyone. Happy stamping. And I'm going to go put my pajamas on. Bye.